The universe was vast and filled with countless civilizations that had risen and fallen across the eons. Yet among them, there was one truth that remained consistent, and that was the belief that Earth was a joke, an insignificant rock, floating in the void of space, carrying a species too primitive to matter, too foolish to be taken seriously, and too weak to be acknowledged by those who ruled the stars for centuries. The Galactic Council whispered among themselves about the absurdity of Earth, calling it a backwater world whose people fought amongst themselves and squandered their potential. The great empires of the cosmos chuckled at the notion that Earth could ever be relevant, and so they watched from afar, waiting for the inevitable moment when the planet would burn itself out without intervention or consequence. But something changed, something they did not expect, something that sent a ripple through the fabric of the universe itself. Humanity did what humanity always did when faced with impossible odds. They adapted, they survived, and they overcame what the aliens failed to understand was that human nature was built upon struggle, upon resilience, upon the relentless need to push forward, no matter the cost. And when the first human spacecraft broke through the barrier of their own solar system, it was dismissed as a fluke. When their scientists made breakthroughs in technology at an alarming rate, it was considered luck. When they finally made contact with the greater galactic community, it was met with amusement and condescension. But humanity was not deterred by laughter, nor by the sneers of those who believed themselves superior. They observed, they learned, they improved, and before long, they had done the unthinkable. War broke out not by Earth's choice, but by the arrogance of those who saw them as lesser. One of the great empires, seeking to establish dominance over the newly arrived species, decided to make an example of them, sending an armada to subjugate the planet and put an end to its delusions of grandeur. The first wave of destruction rained down upon the world's surface, and the invaders expected immediate surrender. Yet the response they received was not one of desperation, but of cold, calculated fury. In the face of overwhelming power, Earth's people did not bow. They fought tooth and nail with strategies that baffled even the most seasoned warlords. They turned their cities into strongholds, their knowledge into weapons, and their unity into an unbreakable force. What should have been a swift victory turned into a brutal war, one that did not end in mere survival, but in absolute triumph. The day the human forces pushed back their oppressors was the day the universe went silent, the day the laughing stopped and the fear began. They watched as humanity dissected their technology, as they improved upon it, as they turned it into something even the greatest civilizations could not comprehend. Earth had once been seen as a joke, but now it was a force to be reckoned with. Humanity did not just survive, it conquered, it surpassed, and it thrived. The Galactic Council no longer spoke in whispers of amusement, but in murmurs of concern, of awe, of disbelief. For the species they had dismissed had become something else entirely. And so, the story of Earth changed from that of a forgotten world to that of a legend whispered among the stars, a warning to all who believed themselves untouchable, a testament to the power of those who refused to be underestimated. But humanity did not stop there. They expanded beyond their world, colonizing moons and planets with an unrelenting hunger for knowledge and control. The very empires that had mocked them now found themselves seeking alliances, offering tributes, and pleading for peace. Yet humanity never forgot the ridicule, never forgot the attempts to break them, never forgot the arrogance of those who once held them in contempt. And so they wielded their newfound power with the cold precision, ensuring that the lesson was never lost upon the cosmos. The Galactic Council could do nothing but watch as humanity forged ahead, breaking barriers once thought impossible, rewriting the very rules that governed the stars. Those who had once ruled the galaxies now found themselves answering to those they had mocked. Earth had ascended beyond its limitations, beyond its former place in the universe. It was no longer a joke, it was the beginning of something new, something unstoppable, and the echoes of its rise would be heard for all eternity.